Hey, you know Wolverine, right? The gruff guy with claws, the healing factor, and that attitude that says, I have seen too much. Well, today we're not talking about the hero side of Logan. We're going straight into the dark side, the part of him that bleeds, screams, loses everything, and still gets back up. Because under that all adamantium, Wolverine's story isn't about being invincible. It's about surviving the worst things imaginable. So buckle up because we're about to break down Wolverine's most brutal comic moments. The times he went too far, the moments that scarred him forever, and the stories that show why he's one of the Marvel's most tragic characters. Before we get into the carnage, let's talk about why Wolverine even has a dark side. Logan is an average superhero. His healing factor makes him partially unkillable, which means writers have spent decades testing how much pain he can survive from. And when you add that berserker rage, his animal instinct, and the fact that he's been used, tortured, and brainwashed over and over again, you start to realize Wolverine's not violent. He's a victim of violence. Every drop of blood he sheds, even if it's his or someone else's, comes from that trauma. Let's start where the nightmare really began. The Weapon X program. In Marvel Comics Presents, issues 72 to 84, Wolverine's past was ripped apart, literally. Scientists captured Logan, experimented on him, and fused adamantium to his bones. They erased his memories, broke his mind, and turned him into a living weapon. And the worst part is, he didn't even remember who did it. Imagine waking up covered in metal with no clue who you are, just pure instinct, claws out, blood on your hands. That's just terrible. This story sets the tone of everything that followed. Every time Wolverine loses control or goes berserk, it adds Weapon X programming. He's not fighting villains anymore. He's fighting what they made him. Now, if you think Weapon X was brutal, wait till you hear this one. In X-Men Volume 2, Issue 25, during the Fatal Attractions storyline, Magneto loses it. And in one of the most shocking panels in Marvel history, he rips adamantium straight out of Wolverine's body. You're talking metal shredding through flesh and bone. Panel by panel, agony everywhere. It's one of those moments that made readers stop and go, oh my god, did that just happen? For Logan, it's more than pain, it's humiliation. His body heals, but his confidence doesn't. And from that moment, the idea that Wolverine is unstoppable is completely shattered. So after Magneto stripped him of his adamantium, Wolverine's left with just bone claws. And in Wolverine Volume 2, Issue 79, Cyber, one of his toughest enemies, take advantage of that weakness. He snaps Wolverine's bone claws in half. You can almost feel it when you see the panel. And here's what's crazy. Without adamantium, Wolverine actually starts to develop. His healing slows down, his senses go feral, he's turning back into the animal Weapon X tried to suppress. That fight isn't just physical, it's a reminder that beneath the metal, Logan's still a beast fighting to stay human. Now let's rewind to Incredible Hulk issue 340, a fight that's legendary for all the wrong reasons. Logan goes head to head with Grey Hulk, and it's vicious. Wolverine literally guts the Hulk, claws through the chest, but Hulk smashes back even harder, nearly killing him. It's the perfect example of Wolverine's rage in full display. He doesn't care if he dies, he cares about finishing the fight. And that's the part of Wolverine's people forgot. He's not fighting because he enjoys it. He fights because it's the only thing that makes sense to him anymore. But when it comes to personal brutality, no one pushes Wolverine further than Sabretooth. Their fight in Wolverine Volume 2 Issue 90 is one of the bloodiest in Marvel history. Sabretooth taunts him, cuts him, mocks him, and Logan just loses it. He goes berserk and stabs Sabretooth straight through the head. No quip, no hesitation, just raw rage. It's not a hero moment, it's an execution. And that's what makes Wolverine terrifying. He doesn't need to be evil to do something monstrous. And finally, Old Man Logan. This story is definition of dark. In an alternate future, the villains have won. Wolverine's living a quiet life until he's tricked and killed every single X-Men in the mansion, thinking they're enemies. Yeah, it's that dark. After that, he swears never to unsheath his claws again. But years later, when the Hulk gang murders his family, he breaks his promise. He goes full berserker, and when Hulk himself eats him alive, Logan cuts his way from inside Hulk's body. That scene is pure nightmare fuel. But it's also the perfect symbol of who Wolverine is. You can kill his friends, destroy his world, even eat him whole, and he'll still crawl out bleeding, angry, and ready to fight again. Now, here's the thing, all this brutality, all this violence, it's not there just for shock value. Each of these moments show the same truth. Wolverine is both the weapon and the wound. He's the guy who keeps surviving because no one else can. Every time his claws come out, he's trying to protect what little humanity he's got left. That's what makes him one of the most complex characters in comics. A man trying to be human while living in a body built for killing. So yeah, Wolverine isn't just a cool guy with claws. He's a walking tragedy, a hero when he can be, a monster when he has to be. And that's exactly why fans love him. Now it's your turn. What's the most brutal Wolverine moment you remember from the comics? Drop it down in the comments, and if you love these dark comic deep dives, hit that like button and subscribe so we can keep going down the rabbit hole together. Because next time, we're digging into another side of the Marvel's universe you might not be ready for. Thank you so much for watching. This is Ali from Hey Jet Said, and I'll see you in the next one.